Yeah.
And this is what many of you are doing. You're holding on to that like for dear life, as if it's your life, when actually we need to keep reminding ourselves, no, we are a completely different creation with completely different potentialities. And even our what we call our personality at the moment is very much just our pain. It's not even our personality. It's just our pain.
So, because I know that you went through this material at 2014 and I kind of dismiss it completely, but if that's predominantly fear-based, our facade and our pain, then the antidote to fear is truth.
And love.
So it helps us with really seeing the truth of the full picture of
you need to
creation.
at least have a little bit of an intellectual concept at least to see what the potentialities are, because otherwise you're going to just believe this is you.
Yeah.
And if you believe this is you, it's sort of like we're all psychologically disturbed. And we are. From God's perspective, the whole of humanity is psychologically disturbed. The psychological disturbance is believing that their facade or their pain is the real them. That's the disturbance, right? That's why you are going to feel psychologically challenged going through this, because it is a psychological disturbance. Here is the real self, completely different. God created it. God has created a whole heap of laws for you eventually to come to terms with it and understand it. And that's going to require the use of your will too. And we're going to talk tomorrow about how you need to use your will in this regard too. You know, we've used our will unlovingly here. How can we use our will lovingly to really engage God's creation is the question, isn't it? To do that, we have to understand how the soul's been created, but we also have to understand the gifts that God's given to the soul to allow it to expand and grow. And that's why your next session is about God's gifts for developing your loving self. But let's move to the next section. If you look at the section in your outline, what God's creation of myself means, it's very important that you understand this section.